babe, I was like to him, I'm going to ask her what her problem is. And if she says nothing, I'm not filming an episode. I'm going home.
Is that what you're going to...
Yeah, because I was like, I'm not filming with fake vibes when I know she's not talking to me. Guys, me and Maz had our first argument.
One thing at Adeola, we have arguments, she'll just bring it up.
Because I feel like people can learn from it.
Okay, cool.
Because I feel like we handled it like real friends.
Okay, so me and Adeola couldn't go to GUAP Gala. Not that we couldn't go, but
we kind of decided that we're not going this year.
And we're going to go to a wedding instead. So, cool, like, I'm going to this was going through my head. So I'm going to spend Adeola, cool, whatever. So we spoke maybe 2 or 3 nights before. So but I didn't know you were doing anything, but I feel like I don't feel like you told me you were doing anything that day. But we spoke. So so we spoke. So cool. So then the day of the morning, so I was like, because so basically a chauffeur company was going to drive us. That's what I was asking you. So I was like, oh yeah, let's get a chauffeur. That'll be lit. We can have a good time. So I don't know if he said she can't come to the wedding. So I was like, okay, cool. Because at that point I was a bit like, oh, but I didn't. It was like, fine, I get it.
Yeah.
And then I watched someone else's close story where she was doing something, and then it looked like you guys were going to the GUAP, babe.
So basically, Uche put in her close stories. She tagged me getting ready for GUAP Gala, and she tagged Adeola Patronne.
Yes, I was thinking.
Because she was doing something with my brand, but she tagged me rather than my brand.
I was thinking, oh, what? I was just a bit confused because I was just like,
what's going on here?
What's going on here?
Ready together.
Yeah, that's what I thought was happening. So I was like, oh, okay. But so then obviously when you text me saying how was the wedding, I was just thinking, well, if you were there, you would know. So I just thought, I'm just in a bad mood. I'm not going to even be bad vibes, whatever. Yeah. And then the next day,
we hadn't spoken.
It
was like 2 days.
It was 2 days, and we could talk pretty much every day.
Yeah.
So then I woke up like just vexed. Like, and I was thinking, she hasn't even tried to see, like, hey,
it was press day. It was a Tuesday.
So
we were meant to record.
So I texted her saying, can you bring my camera? Thanks.
She said,
yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, she just aired so this has now moved on to my side.
This is her perspective
So the last message I sent to Maz was, how was the wedding? Ignore. 2 days later, she messages me Tuesday morning when we're recording press later that afternoon. She says, can you bring my camera today? Thanks.
Yeah.
And I was in my head, I was thinking, is she all right? Like, I asked her, how was the wedding? She's ignored it. Fair enough if you want your camera, but what happened to hey? What happened to babe?
I was just
and the thanks. And I was like, she's definitely got an attitude with me.
Has an attitude.
So I was like, what's with the attitude?
And I heard the way you said it. It's not that irritating. I was thinking, I can imagine, what's with the attitude? And I was like, what attitude?
Yeah, she was like, what attitude? I just want my camera. And I was like,
no one
said you can't get your camera, but you clearly have an attitude.
And then I think I said something like, nah. Did I say there's no attitude?
You was like, no attitude.
There's no attitude.
And then I was like, okay, well, I'm going to see you at press and I'm just going to ask you the same question. So
when she texted me that, thinking, oh, let me type like how I'm feeling, I was like, I'll actually see her, I'd rather say it to her face, like it's better. Yeah. So then I was like, okay, well,
So she ignored my last message.
Yes, I aired it, and then I came to. Did I get to press before? You got to press before me. No, I got to
press before her.
Did you purposely get to press before me?
No, because even in my head, I was thinking, so when because I was even annoyed. I was on the phone to like one of my friends, the guy that I was talking to. And I was like, I don't know what her problem is because she clearly has an attitude, but she's trying to act like she doesn't have an attitude. And I hate when someone has an attitude with me and then they're trying to make it seem like they don't have an attitude when they do.
Yeah.
So I was like, I was like to him, I'm going to ask her what her problem is. And if she says nothing, I'm not filming an episode. I'm going home.
Is that what you're going to...
Yeah, because I was like, I'm not filming with fake vibes when I know she's not talking to me.
Oh, okay, cool, fair enough. So I came in like, I was just going to be happy because I was like, no, I'm not going to let my irritation like affect me. Like, you know what? Yeah. So I was happy. And then you're like...
she walks in, she says hi to the room. Hi, she said hi, everyone. I was like, okay with her, hi, everyone.
And then you're like, Maz, can we talk please? Yeah. And I was like, yeah. And then we left, right?
And we went into the toilet.
And
guys, the toilet is bare small, so you're literally like in front of each other.
Looking at each other's eyes. And then Adeola was like, so what's wrong? And then I was like, sometimes I don't know how... I said, what did I say? I was like, sometimes...
You was like, sometimes I just feel like you just don't do you say you don't include me?
No, I don't think you know how it makes
me
some
feel.
things you do make, like, what you feel. And then you explain. I was like, okay, like the wedding thing really upset me because I feel like, babe, I literally we planned to go together. And then because obviously we had, because we hadn't, you didn't say like, oh,
like, this is why I'm
and then if you said, oh, makes sense, I wouldn't have jumped to conclusions. And I even feel bad for jumping to conclusions, but literally I was just like, what the
yeah.
And then I was like, yeah, it just really upset me. And I was just like, yeah, because it's like, literally, you're my girl, you're my friend, like,
yeah.
Like, we ride together, and then in that moment, it just felt like that wasn't important for you.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, upset. Did she not get how that might make me look? And then on top of that, I just felt like, because I was just thinking, oh, how come, like,
I don't know about this, but someone that's probably not as close to me.
And it's like, I'm like, I'm your biggest supporter. Like, I'll cheer you on all the time. So in my head, I was thinking, what, like, have I done something? And I feel like because that's been stressful, sometimes you come into press upset, or like your energy's not there. So I'm just thinking, is it me?
Yeah.
So it's just been like a bit, and because we haven't actually, you said it, like we hadn't spent time together. We've been quite busy. So I was just like, I was just really upset, and I took it personal.